Donald Trump, you are not welcome here. That is the message. That anger is the mood here at London's headline anti-Trump protest as he is here on that unprecedented second state visit. Protesters streamed here about 2 miles through central London, here to the final rally by the Houses of Parliament, which are right there. People are protesting many different issues, and we see it in the flags around here, in the banners that people are holding, and in the placards that they're holding too. Many of them are waving Palestinian flags. That is in protest of Trump's policies towards Israel. I spoke to the son of a Holocaust survivor, and he said that genocide is happening in Gaza. Many people here also denouncing fascism. Another person that I spoke to said that he equated Trump, Vance, Vice President Vance, and Elon Musk to Germany's, in his words, Third Reich. One woman wore a red cape in the style of The Handmaid's Tale. She told me that she is afraid that women will lose their rights in some kind of real-life Gilead. There are Ukrainian flags protesting Russia's invasion. There are EU flags, like this one right there, protesting Brexit. People are also calling for action to protect the climate. We have been told something like 1,600 police may have been deployed to watch over today's march. That is, to put this into context, about the same number of people, same number of police rather, that were deployed just at last weekend's massive far-right march, which had more than 100,000 people in attendance. Drones have been deployed, dogs have been deployed, police on horseback, also boats along the River Thames, along with MI5 British intelligence. Now, while there is a crowd here, the passion is here, but the people don't appear to be compared to Trump's visit in 2018. That was when organizers said something like 250,000 protesters turned out. This one, at least right now, looks and feels more muted than that number. But whatever the official number will eventually be, the president may not see any of this anger, because he has been separated from it all in Windsor, at Windsor Castle, west of London, away from the protests here, and enjoying that pomp and that pageantry that he is known to love with Prime Minister Keir Starmer and King Charles.
We want him out!
No!
Right guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Hosting Stories KA. So Donald Trump state's visit to the United Kingdom is not going very well. It's not progressing very well. And these things that are happening in the United Kingdom right now, you won't see them on any media house, because the media now filters what to post and what not to post, according to the people of UK, in regards to Donald Trump's state visit. Now, here's what is really happening. Let's be realistic. Donald Trump was received very well, but only with the state officials and the castle, or by the king. But in regards to the people of the United Kingdom, they haven't received, they are saying Donald Trump is not welcomed in the United Kingdom. They carried on an anti-Trump visit protest in the United Kingdom, carrying placard portraying all the Trump's characters, shouting, "No misogynists in our country, we don't want Trump in our country, you are not welcomed in our country, you are a racist, you are a fascist." All the sorts of name these people of United Kingdom are giving Donald Trump. And all this happening, you won't see them on these media houses because they are filtering, maybe not to tarnish the name of Donald Trump. But when you go on TikTok and on Instagram, maybe Twitter, you will see the reality of the matter in the United Kingdom. The Epstein files scandal is now trending in the UK like never before. People have just portrayed every video and every secret between Donald Trump and Epstein. And these things are being projected on a certain castle in the United Kingdom, especially in London. And this you won't see there on media. In this video, I just want us to see the reception that Donald Trump received in an angle of the people. According to the people of UK, how did they receive this man called Donald Trump in the UK? Because as you all see, it's very clear that he is not so welcomed in the United Kingdom. Let's check these videos out. Then I'll be giving my commentaries at the end.
You're originally from America. You've lived here for a long while, though. President Donald Trump, he's here. You're not too happy about it.
No, I think nobody should be happy about Donald Trump. He's a convicted felon. He's messing up the world's trade economy with these ridiculous tariffs. He's a disaster, and the people that he has working for him, directly under him, are really just plain cruel and evil. We can go into a long, diatribe about all the other things that he's done wrong. He's as well as being a tax cheat, stiffing his contractors. We could be here all day, but he's a miserable human being. I don't wish him on any country, but he definitely should not be here.
This entire trip with Donald Trump is truly dystopian. Why is he so orange today? Like he almost matches the carpets.
Girl, look how orange you look, girl.
BBC have done an entire section dedicated to what he's having for dinner with photos of very tacky gold silverware, starter, main, dessert. How about a side of the Epstein files? It gets even worse. Apparently they've put more effort into finding a Hennessy 1912 cognac champagne, which is the exact date of birth of year for Trump's mother, than they did for the vetting process of Peter Mandelson. They also served a 1945 vintage port said to be a nod to President Trump, who served as the 45th president during his first term. Now I like to think of 1945 as the year that we defeated fascism in Europe, and now we're drinking to the rise of fascism. Nobody's going to mention the global economic crisis that Donald Trump is causing, or the fact that he used wartime powers to round up people off of the streets and illegally deport them, where people have just been randomly turning up in countries. People are being told their family members are dead and then being found later. Nobody's going to bring up that. Nobody's going to bring up the fact that the Israeli government finance minister held a press conference today referring to Gaza as a real estate bonanza, as Donald Trump's just eating off of gold silverware. Nobody's going to bring up the fact that he's threatened in the last 9 months, yes, it's only been 9 months, to attack Mexico, Canada, Greenland, Panama, Venezuela, and I'm sure there's more to it. Nobody's going to talk about the fact that he's going after his political opponents. He literally just recently removed the security detail for Kamala Harris. I'm sure he'd probably want to talk about Charlie Kirk because political violence is so bad, despite the fact the other day when a reporter asked him about the 2 Democratic lawmakers who got assassinated by right-wing nutjob, he was like, who are you talking about?
I'm here today because, Trump's a fascist, he's a racist, he's transphobic.
Donald Trump is a neo-fascist, and we stand for everything that he is not.
He's also a misogynist, he's a criminal, and he should not be allowed into the UK, and certainly not being rolled out with the royal treatment, absolutely not.
In a country like ours, with all the wealth that we have, same with America, there's no excuse for the massive gap between the rich and the poor. We're being told, oh, look at those people over there, look at the immigrants in the boats, look at these people that are different to you, that's who's to blame. And quite frankly, it's
the fact that we're, as a country, welcoming Trump for a second state visit, which is unprecedented, is unfathomable, really.
Rolling out the red carpet for a tyrant. Why? That's my money you're using. And we're asking the king to host a climate change denier. It just seems wrong on every single level.
Trump is currently in the UK on a state visit, and he's walking around the grounds of Windsor Castle. He's riding around the grounds in a golden carriage with the King and Prince William, and he's inspecting the Royal Guard. And tonight there's a state dinner, and there's lots of pomp and circumstance that goes with all these royal state visits. But what you might not see is that there was quite a large protest happening in central London right now against Trump, and there were protests in Windsor when he was driving into the castle. And last night, there were projections all on the side of Windsor Castle of Trump and Epstein together, videos and pictures. And today, there was a van driving around Windsor showing pictures of Trump and Epstein together. So whereas a lot of news outlets will only be showing the pomp and circumstance, the gold, the colours, the royalty, there is a level of distaste for Donald Trump being in this country. And a lot of people do not like the fact that we have rolled out the red carpet for him. But as always, what we see on the news is not 100% the whole story.
The Brits just pulled off something glorious for Trump's little royal vacation getaway. A protest group known as Everyone Hates Elon called on citizens to help crowdfund a 50-foot flag of Donald Trump smiling with Jeffrey Epstein. And then they laid that bitch right on the lawn outside Windsor Castle, where Trump is supposed to be wined and dined by the king. And let me just say, fuck yes. Because Trump's whole thing with these trips abroad is all about escapism. He wants the photo ops, the banquet halls, the red carpets, the kind of pomp that would distract from his dumpster fire economy back home and his constant stonewalling on the Epstein files. But the people of the UK said, nah, you're not going to use our country like your own private fantasy island. If you show up here, you're just bringing your trash with you. They literally plastered his friendship with Epstein right on the front lawn so everyone could see it, whether the palace liked it or not. That's what solidarity looks like. Citizens who won't let the powerful hide behind spectacle. Citizens who remember what matters. And I think it's worth celebrating every damn time people anywhere refuse to be props in Trump's little reality show. So, cheers to the Brits for dragging his dirty laundry right onto the royal lawn. May the rest of the world follow their lead. And may Trump never find a castle big enough to cover up his mess.
I think he's about power, adulation and greed. The way that he treats his own people, democracy, puts us all at risk, and it scares me really as to what he is doing to the world.
He's a great leader, and obviously the world is devoid of great leaders. The world's been a safer place since Trump's been in office.
We do not give in to this kind of bullying. We're not going to hand over parts of our sovereignty because the President of the United States and some of his oligarch mates are demanding it.
He's a straightforward guy. I'm a little bit like him. I try not to lie and all that. He's a very honest person because whatever he says on the face.
Ready with me to cover the anti-Trump visit protests in Westminster today. So Trump arrived yesterday in the UK for his 3-day visit. And obviously it's very controversial. On the one hand, you've got people saying that there is a special relationship between the two countries and that regardless of what you think of Trump, you need to pander to him because he is obviously a very important ally to have on our side, and Keir Starmer was able to negotiate us lower tariffs than any other country just because he'd kind of catered to his needs. Kind of like having an abusive boyfriend. But then lots of other people, especially in regards to the Trump-Epstein situation with the files that are still not released, but obviously lots of photographs and letters of the relationship, the friendship that the two men had. Also, it's the first time that a elected official of a state has come to visit the UK twice. Obviously a big honour to come on a state visit somewhere, so if you're coming twice, that obviously sends out, quite a strong message. People are essentially protesting that they don't want to be rolling out the red carpet for President Trump. It'll be really interesting to go to the protest today and see what people's different reasons are for protesting, where people are coming from for the protest today. Trump and JD Vance are no strangers to getting involved in British politics, and especially with Nigel Farage and everything that's been going on with Charlie Kirk these past couple of days. Let's just say it's an interesting time for a state visit. What do you think about Donald Trump's visit? You just see it as an unfortunate necessity to maintain a good and diplomatic relationship, or do you think that it's unnecessary pandering? Leave me your thoughts and I will be showing the coverage that I filmed today in another video. Bye!
Donald Trump has just landed in the UK, so what do Brits think of him? Well, here's the polling. 70% dislike, 16% like. So he's not popular at all. He's got a 99% fame rating, everyone knows who he is, that he is disliked. Now, let's see how this breaks down over time, because on 1st of January, when he came in for his second term, it was 58% dislike and 34% like. So people had given him a second chance, because prior to that, the dislike was higher and the like was lower. But particularly for men and millennials, they very much gave him a second chance on January the 1st, but for all groups, that's crashed since. Women have always hated him, and there was no change for January the 1st, and they were at 70% dislike, 30% like then, and pretty much haven't 13% like then, and pretty much haven't changed. Men came close to parity through the election and then January the 1st, and then crashed down to 63% dislike, 19% like. With baby boomers, again, they gave him a chance on January the 1st, and it was 60% dislike, 32% like. Now that's crashed to 74% dislike, 8% of baby boomers like him now. And with millennials, through his battle with Kamala Harris and then to January the 1st, on January the 1st, he had 47% like, 47% dislike for millennials. But now that's completely crashed as well, as they've seen what kind of president he is. And now it's 57% dislike to 19% like. So that's a sort of 3-to-1 ratio against him. So there you have it. Donald Trump is now extremely unpopular in the UK. He has been for the last several years, but the British population gave him a bit of a chance when he came to power again, but it looks very much as though he has very much blown it.
You see how the British people are literally calling out Donald Trump and all the things that he is doing in the United States. They are reminding Donald Trump that you might be doing this thing in the United States. And these people of the United States might get afraid of not telling you what you are doing in your own country as their president. But you are in our country, the United Kingdom. We will tell you what is happening in your government without fear of contradiction whatsoever. That is why you've seen them protesting, carrying placard, calling Trump all those names, wearing his statues, his Donald Trump's mask, Elon Musk, and giving them all sorts of names. I don't want to mention them here. You've seen them in the intro and in the entire video. They don't want Donald Trump. Especially they are saying your tariffs are not affecting the United States only. It is even affecting us, the people of the UK. You are not welcomed here. In fact, we need to remind you of the Epstein files. Let's showcase the people so that they can see. I saw that they posted a whole video, a 9-minute video, showcasing Trump's relationship with Epstein, and also a very huge billboard that contained a photo of Donald Trump and Epstein. And these are just some kind of the things that these people of the United Kingdom, the hospitality that they gave Donald Trump, I believe, I don't know if he really deserved it, but the people of the United Kingdom are just trying to remind Trump that you are doing these things and we really, really understand what is going on. So don't come here to pretend or hide from the things you are doing. We know what you are doing. And you are not welcomed in the United Kingdom. But anyway, the media will always, forever and for always, filter the things they want to post because maybe fear of state. Maybe they will filter not because the orders from above. They will filter what to show you guys because maybe they don't want to tarnish the UK's name or to tarnish Donald Trump's name, of which the name is already tarnished. According to what you've seen, yeah, the people of UK, Donald Trump is not so much welcomed. And they're reminding him of the Epstein files, Epstein case. Yeah. So you do tell me what you think about this video. Have you seen this on any social media or on the major media houses? What do you think? Was the reception for the people of UK good for Donald Trump, or was he was just served a cup of his own medicine? Tell me what you think in the comment section. Let's have a discussion and subscribe. Hope to see you in my next episode. Adios.